Usually, okay, so full transparency, recording has actually just now started, so if you've been here listening, welcome. All right, rolling right back into this thing. A couple of big announcements real quick. Well, just one big announcement, really. Mike is currently not going to be here this morning, only because if you remember what he said last week, that he was supposed to interview the CEO and CFO and a couple of the higher ranked guys from IQST, long-term. If you interview long-term holders in IQST, that's pretty freaking impressive. So that's going to be happening today for the next couple of hours. He's going to be busy on the phone with those guys, and hopefully he'll get this thing edited and set up and posted no later than tomorrow at the very latest, but hopefully before the end of the day, depending on kind of what's going on. So we have that exciting news. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I hope you are too. As soon as we get a chance to, we will post that so that you guys can take advantage of the fact that we're going to have some hopefully really good information that maybe hasn't been released to the press yet, or maybe they're just going to expound on the information that's already been released to the press. But yeah, so IQST CEO, CFO, Mike's in the setting up the interview right now, probably getting into the interview right about now, and we'll be on the phone with those guys for the next couple of hours. So looking forward to that. IQST has been one of our holdings for a long time. Well, not ours as in general, but Mike and I have both held it for quite some time. Had some really good news last week. They just uplisted to the New York Stock Exchange last month, and so this should be pretty exciting. Existing home sales today at 10 o'clock. We've got crude oil inventories at 10:30, which really should only affect maybe the Russell 2000 or the crude oil itself. Existing home sales may affect kind of what we do here today. Honestly, the only other thing that I see that might really mess with us is that 1 o'clock news for the 20-year bond auction. It's only a 2-star, but yeah, there's a crushing crude oil inventories. Yeah, it all comes out at the same time. So yeah, so that's kind of where we are right now. Gasoline inventories, I don't think is really that big of a deal. I mean, like it's 1 star, and we make it out of the oil. That's the important part. So yeah, we'll kind of keep an eye on that news around maybe 10 o'clock if we feel like maybe it is. 30-year mortgage rate came out at 7 a.m. this morning. It's basically the exact same. Maybe it's 2/100ths of a point higher than it was. Mortgage applications are up significantly, although it doesn't seem to have really affected the market much. Yeah, that's about it. That is about it. Nothing real heavy. However, Freddie did call out that we have some pretty heavy news coming out as far as oh shoot, what are those things called? We're earnings. That's what it's called. I was like, why can I not figure out what that is? What it was called? Okay, let's see if I can find where he posted the earnings that were all happening this week. Okay, it looks like we got GEV, FCX, AT&T, TMO. Looking for ones that might actually move something. Boston Scientific Corporation, General Dynamic Core, or GD. INFY, Infosys Technologies. I've seen that one on there. Coop, COOP, Mr. Cooper Group, LW. I haven't messed with a whole bunch. HCSG, Healthcare Services. Looking for any like huge companies. I'm not seeing anything that's like absolutely nowhere. It's TDY, Teledyne Technologies, CME Group. CME Group, that probably might be one we want to pay attention to. 7 a.m. Eastern. That's already kind of happened. Moody Corporation. That's one that most people have heard of, at least, even if they don't know what it is. Linux. Most of these have kind of already happened. Farmers National, First Merchants Corps, Prosperity. Yeah, so it looks like most of these have pretty much already come out, except for maybe the very last one, Acme United Corporation. There's just a lot of earnings calls coming out on a bunch of little companies. A lot of them look like biosciences, or several of them at least. So I don't know if that's really going to affect the market today. So I'm just trying to find any relevant news that we need to pay attention to before we kind of get in to the technical analysis of everything. And I don't see a whole lot. So let's just kind of start digging into it. ES, obviously, these are the levels that we were watching yesterday. Man, NQ started above its top level, came back down below its bottom level, and now it's trading in between. ES started below its top level, came back down below its bottom level, and then shot straight up back up over it to all-time highs again, basically double topping the market, while NQ is making those lower lows and lower highs at this point. And so we probably really need to focus on, as far as ES goes, these are just general lines. These aren't like 1 hour levels or anything, but I mean, overall, we probably really need to pay attention to this level right here. I'm just making broad, generalized strokes here at this point. I'm going to make this, 4 hours / 1 month, just because it's like all-time high ever. Right, I didn't pull it on the 4 hour. Oh, we can go look at it just to kind of see. Maybe we see something there. Yeah, I mean, at that point, maybe you pull it back down to here. Maybe on the 4 hour. Obviously on NQ, I mean, we weren't up there for very long. It was just that one day. So we don't have a lot to pull from. We could pull this right here if we wanted to, just to kind of leave that level there. But first thing is first, we've got to pull out of this, and we are sitting underneath the 150 SMA that's locked into the 15-minute right here. We lost it yesterday, have not recovered it all night long. We have not recovered it. ES obviously has, but it's chop until otherwise noted. So at this point, ES has probably needs to deal with this level. Let's see if we can tighten this up just a hair. Not a whole lot we can do to that one. All right, we need to either hold above this, or if we lose it, of course, we've got much more room to kind of go the direction that I think everybody else is kind of waiting for everything to happen on. Because even though yesterday was a pretty large pullback, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, was it really? Right? Yeah, so I mean, this was a pretty good, shouldered pullback right here. We had lots of support right here, lots of resistance right here. So, I mean, as far as that move, it wasn't completely unexpected, right? So this is what we're working with. We're basically working from here to here. And we're talking about,
do you expect the revenue to moderate in the second quarter, or are they still going to be going down? So we do expect Alphabet's revenue to continue to
EMELDA. Will you please mute yourself so I don't have to? Because then you won't be able to talk at all if I have to mute you, unfortunately. Please. Show chat. Is it just me, or has the market been crap so far? Well, I know it hasn't been crap. It's just been choppy. I mean, and some people would consider that crap. Some people play really good in the chop. So I don't particularly play super well in the chop, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, like, if you consider hitting all-time highs and holding it, and then making 14 new all-time highs.
And holding it, and then making 14 new all-time highs.
Imelda, will you please mute your mic? I can hear myself on the microphone. It's really throwing me off.
Imelda, will you please mute your mic? I can hear myself on the microphone. It's really throwing me off my bed.
Last chance. 3, 2, 1.
Last chance. 3, 2, 1.
Trying.
Okay. Oh, okay. You just all right. So thank you for talking back. As long as I know you're trying, I don't care. Just move your mouse over the page where all of our faces are, all our icons are inside of the voice chat, and you should see a little microphone in the bottom left-hand corner of the toolbar. You see it? You good? I think. Oh, there you go. All right, you found it. Good job. Yeah, I hate having to server mute people because I love when people are able to talk when they want to. So please just keep that in mind for anybody who still doesn't have mics muted. Anyway, so yeah, Talberth, the thing about it is we've made 14 all new highs in the last month. So it's going to be pretty wild and crazy because we're way up here. We broke out of the previous all-time highs early last month, so all June and all of July we've just kind of been stair-stepping back up. So I mean, I wouldn't necessarily consider that to be a crap market. So if you're just looking for a specific setup and your setup hasn't, it might be a crappy market for your setup, and that's reasonable. I get that, and that sucks. That's not fun. But for the most part, I mean, if you're watching the market and you're keeping an eye on it, most people get plays at least a couple of times a week. Like even Chad Trades over there, he uses his 1 minute Heikin-Ashi setup, and he's looking for his levels to break. And then he used to really pay attention to the 15-minute opening range breakout, I think the 15-minute opening range break and retest has been used so much that everybody's kind of caught on to it. It doesn't really work as well anymore, which is bound to happen. Strategies kind of get overused after a while, especially when they get super popular on YouTube. That's all anybody's ever talked about for the last 3 months is the opening range breakout. So I mean, that being said, I mean, you just have to learn how to adapt to the market. You give you what it takes, or take what it gives you, I should say. So let's look a little bit. This is a little bit more detailed of a map for NQ for me. These are the levels that I wound up with on Monday, and these wound up working out pretty well. So I mean, as I was watching and following them, obviously. So we had this huge push up. We had this nice little consolidation right here. Built my first level, my first big support level right here. Came right back up through, pushed. This is where we stopped. So obviously this level wasn't here yet, but it pulled back and stopped right back here. There's my first level. It respected it several times, messed with it a couple of times, but gave me several different entries, right? And then of course we had this nice little push back up and set on top of that. It wasn't necessarily the setup that I would typically use a different level on, but the fact that we stopped again and double topped, that was okay, well, let's play the levels it gives me. And so I had this. I didn't take this play, I don't think, but I had this play set up, and I had this play set up, and both of them worked right within 10 minutes of each other. I had 2 plays, 1, 2. So I mean, you just have to watch and kind of see what it gives you, and take advantage of what's on the chart, right? And then of course yesterday we had this beautiful little level right here, which absolutely got destroyed. Well, I say got destroyed, got absolutely respected, I guess, which destroyed the market for the day. Pushed right back through, right past through the old level. Came back down and started making some new stuff for us to kind of play around with, right? So we made this base. I made this one, which wound up getting absolutely just, ugly. I had a level right back down here, which I got rid of, which kind of worked, but still kind of crowded the market because this is one of my 1 hour levels that I pulled. So, the plays are there. You just have to really kind of define what you want to see on the chart, make a plan for what's going on. As far as penny stocks now, I know Mike, before he jumped into his IQST interview. Good morning, Barkley. Before he jumped to his IQST interview, he basically said, hey, I've sent some stuff out, but nothing's been a winner so far. Keep an eye on them. So we'll go and pull those up, but just to kind of keep an eye on what might be happening. If I see anything different, I'll probably, text it out. What in the world? Sorry, I'm trying to. I get so distracted so easily. All right, let's look at the text messages that Mike sent out this morning. PAPL. Ooh, I've played PAPL before. Let's go look at PAPL. It's been quite a minute since I've seen pineapple on the charts. Breakout over $10 is what he said. So we did technically get a breakout right here at 8:30. It is back into the loading zone. It's holding above the 13 EMA, which is, obviously right there above. So let's kind of look at PAPL, since this kind of looks like it might be the only one who might be moving. I'm not loving the way this looks right here. You can kind of see where the tops of these candles are kind of sloping over to the east a little bit. It is the fourth push of the morning, which tends to give us a little less than what we hoped for. But I mean, underneath the 21 is like a 10%, stop loss. Underneath the VWAP is just right there at 13%. If you had taken that original breakout over 10, if you're looking to kind of enter in now, you could do that and have even less on the chart using those. It's like a 7% stop loss underneath VWAP from kind of where we're sitting right now. And we're pushing back above this candle. Especially if this green candle closed above this previous red candle, that might be pretty good. I'll be honest with you. It might be a decent entry with a very small stop loss. And if you're looking for the move from the original entry at this point, 15% is way back up here around 1173. So you could probably, if we move that far, you could take 10 or 15% out of the market from where you are now and not have to leave as much on the table. So PAPL, potential decent little position right here. It's not looking like it's the funnest thing in the world, but could be a nice little entry back here if you missed that first breakout. Let's go look at some of the other ones he called. He also called GRPO. Oh, that's... No, I got that wrong. Okay, that's why that looks weird. GPRO. That looks better. Oh, nice. Okay, 218 breakout. It looks like we got it. This one closed way above the breakout, unfortunately. It looks like he was kind of looking back here from last night to kind of like look for that, since we were kind of getting rejected at that area. This looks like it did not give us anything. Get off of that. Anything close to what we needed. That is okay. Actually, no, it's not so bad. So there's 10%. If you had gotten in any of this area right here whatsoever, let's just say you got in right, around here when we started to push back up. Maybe you got in right at the top of that 10% level. You have currently had about 13% to take advantage of at this point. So we haven't quite hit 15%, but we've definitely already hit at 10%. If you waited for your entry inside of that 10% zone, which we typically do recommend, just simply because we're trying to keep everything tight. However, stop loss, even if you had gotten in right at the top of that candle close, your stop loss was only about like 13 or 14%, which is right there at that 15%. And you could probably move your stop loss back up a little bit at this point, right underneath the, maybe a little bit behind the 21 EMA, right at like a 10% stop loss right now, give or take. So this one looks pretty decent. We'll keep an eye on this one, GPRO. High risk setup, CLSD. Nice. All right. 59 to 60 cent breakout. Ooh, that doesn't look like it's done a whole lot. I don't think we got anything off of this one. Let's go check and make sure. Let's go 60. He said 59 to 60%. 60 cent breakout. What time did he send that out? I'm gonna make sure I don't want to misrepresent anything. 726. So he was looking at these candles when it happened. I don't know exactly. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why he called 60 cent when it should have probably been like 62 cent. Either way, if you had tried to play that breakout, that one did not work out very well. It's 59 to 60 cent breakout. The only thing I can think of is maybe it looked like it was trying to pull back right here on this candle, and it just and he just got called a little early, which happens. So I mean, technically speaking, if you had tried this right here, I mean, it was a double top, so I hope you didn't. But you're basically stopped out at this point. You're back underneath here, so that might have been a loss for you. Hopefully, you saw this little move right here and went, oh, I should probably wait, and haven't entered this trade. That should have been the updated version of that, in my personal opinion. I played, yeah, that sucks. Can't win them all, though, and nobody's perfect, so. Says raising G GoPro to $2.25 is what he said. When did he send that out? Oh, multiple long wicks. Multiple long wicks. Either one, that would have worked very well. That's even better then. Then you definitely got in right here, if that's the case. So either way, you're pretty much in the same situation that we already went over. It's 11-point move, 11% move from initial entry, 11.5%. Just where is the 25 at? Yeah, that's well within striking range. So, and then what was the last one he called? Donut.
Son las 6, no me había dado cuenta. No me había dado cuenta de la hora.
Oh, it's Krispy Kremes. That's funny.
Almost estaba entrando a las 6. Pero...
Somebody's got a conversation going on in the background. I can't understand. Oh, Jay Deeps is here. Don't be playing around with me, man. Where you at? Jose Ma. Jose, we can hear you talking, buddy. You mute your microphone for me, please. Jay Deep. Jay Deep must have jumped in. There he is.
Yeah, sorry, I was on a call, but good morning, Phil.
Good morning. Man, I appreciate you.
What's good with you, brother?
I'm just keeping it real as best I can.
You can do.
Yeah,
it was a long week. My sister came to stay with me, so I family over here, and I was not participating too much. But yesterday, oh my lord,
dude!
Yesterday was a good day.
Was that fun or what?
That was a ride. That was a toilet flush.
That was really fun.
Yes, that was a fun ride indeed. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't get the whole thing yesterday with Powell. They said Powell was supposed to come out and speak, but he never did.
He did. It was at a bank conference.
Okay.
It wasn't like hold on, somebody. Mark G, can you mute your microphone, please, sir? Thank you. Yeah, so like it wasn't your typical like press conference. It was literally just him like opening remarks. It was like he wrote a prequel for the conference, or whatever that's called at the beginning of the books. Thank you. He just wrote a prologue for the opening of the conference. Man, he didn't say anything important. So
Su mamá le está ayudando a aplicar a Walmart.
I was wondering how that was gonna affect the market, but they were like, "Just relax, pal. We got it. We'll dump it."
Right. Shoot, man.
Pero dice que quiere trabajar y dice nomás.
I do agree. It has been a bit choppy, but I would also agree with when you get those new all-time highs, it's like it's tough because people don't want to buy overpriced. So it's like, do they buy it and push it? And plus, to get higher, they really need to do certain retests,
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We were looking at like where could we pull back to. That's not the right one. We were looking at like where we could pull back to. It's funny because, for the last couple of weeks, NQ's the one that's been making the higher highs and higher lows, and ES was blocked out in this big range. And then like now ES is kind of blocking itself out, because it came back up and met all-time high, double topped again on this morning, and NQ has still not broken back above where we opened at yesterday, so it's down there. So it's pretty interesting to see how this. I think this is going to be pretty interesting to see how this plays out. Does NQ kind of keep up, or does this kind of change directions now? Maybe NQ's in a larger range, and it's just going to start stair-stepping back down while ES holds a higher block, So we'll just have to. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how that plays out for us.
Plus, I've been seeing them exchange, like one day SPY will lead the way, the next day Qs will lead the way.
Yeah.
So they've kind of been rotating.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
I typically don't pull that big, but like, it just kind of makes sense for what happened yesterday.
Curious to see if NQ breaks this level and bear flags starts heading down.
Exactly. That's
it could bounce, but we did get beneath my zone, so technically we should be going lower, but they can oftentimes go deeper than the level and then bounce it just to trigger what's down there. But
exactly.
Let's see how this plays out.
Well, and last week when NQ was pulling back hard, like NQ never really broke any lows. Like it would, sweep, which is weird, right? Because NQ's always the one that likes to color outside the lines. It likes to sweep down below the previous lows to grab that liquidity, and it just didn't. It was so nice to trade NQ last week, and ES was the one that was just like, it's super blocky, which is also kind of nice to trade if you were trading ES. But like when that big pullback happened last Wednesday and then shot right back up, NQ lower high or higher low, ES was the only one that kind of colored outside the lines that day, right? ES like dug way back down out of its range, and then they both shot up. So
what I've noticed is with ES, because it's priced lower, the pullbacks to go higher aren't as deep, whereas NQ has to like go deeper.
They really got to reach back there, yeah.
So you'll see like you'll see NQ or ES just kind of hovering around waiting for NQ to finish its retest.
Yep.
And then once it goes for whatever pre-market high, whatever it is, whatever level they're trying to go for, then ES will continue on once it finishes,
Yeah.
Its retest.
But this is literally the exact opposite of what they did last time. Last time they consolidated in like NQ wasn't even a range. Like NQ was like slingshotting around. It would be like higher high, lower low, higher high, another lower low, higher high for like a week and a half. And ES was very, very prim and proper and polite and just like higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then they finally both got a big pullback at the same time. Like this big pullback we had last Wednesday is exactly the same ugly little setup we had right before they both pushed last time too. So I'm starting to see some stuff. We always say like, oh, I see the pattern. But we shall see. It was back here, wasn't it? Where were we at? There it is right there. That's a very short pattern. Wait. Where is it? There it is. There's that big V. That's what it was right there. Wait, hold on. Am I on the right spot? I need to start marking these dates. No, shoot, that wasn't it. Maybe I shouldn't be on the 5 minute. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah. There's that same big right there, but it was, here's ES. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, big pullback, big push, and then they pull back together, and NQ's just. All right, now I'll behave. So, and there's that big V right there, right before they start climbing. Pretty wild stuff, man.
Pretty nuts.
Like a unicorn sitting in a plate of glitter.
There it is. Right.
Oh Lord.
Flip my position and go long off the base of that level, so
You still trading NQ,
got
man?
a little retest off of VWAP. Let's see if we can just continue on up. I know it's getting close to 9:30. Check those CETOs soon, but
Yeah.
come on. One big push, one pry bar right before market open.
That's what I'm thinking, but you know what's been happening? Not every single time, but usually when they push it right before market open, they dump it. And if they pull it back right before market open, they push it real hard. So I'm interested to see, because it's kind of weird. We've still got like 20 minutes before market open at this point. And I'm kind of going, okay, well, like we've been going up all night, but is this technically a push down? Like, is this considered like a let go? Should I be looking for a push right at market open? I'm trying to journal this crap, man. Keep notes. Grant just posted his 4-hour chart in the chat. Somebody wants to go look at that.
I know. Come on, get long for me.
He said watch for bounce at 220.
I need bounce right now.
Yeah, 220 is way down there, man. Not saying it can't go.
But I have a level down there too. I mean, maybe it'll fake us out, pretend to poop again, and then just dump a little bit and then poop more.
I don't have anything down there.
Nothing would surprise me at this moment.
If it gets down to 220, it's under my zone, and I'm a little nervous now because I'm like, oh, do I need to redraw something?
Dude, I had to redraw everything. We got so high up.
Yeah, it's nuts. I've got like one 1-hour level. I'll take that back. 2 1-hour levels, but I mean they're based off of almost nothing. All right, just a couple of daily highs. Well, 3-day high. This was a pretty decent one, I think, probably. This one's making me nervous, so we shall see. Seems to be working out so far, even though we just blasted through it yesterday for about an hour or two.
Yeah, this is
I think
Grant's pre-market.
Grant's got a buy at 251. So if we go above 251, I think he's going to go long.
Wide up, you son of a bitch.
Oh, do I even have my brokerages open? Can't play if I don't have my buy button there.
I think
I'm
where are all these
losing my
retail
mind.
assholes now?
Well, I'd say that one more time.
Where are all these retail assholes now that I'm in the trade?
Right?
You always want to buy everything up.
Well, I think
All of a sudden,
I just noticed. I think we're underneath the VWAP on MNQ.
we are. But it hasn't respected that goddamn VWAP all morning. So
That's true. This is pretty messy.
Like a toxic relationship. Messy indeed. Rejected VWAP. Come on, everybody thinks you're gonna reject the VWAP, so don't reject.
So don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
Order filled.
Yeah.
Don't. That's
Like
just
that
that was me,
15-minute
my
orb.
practice account. Yeah, that 15-minute orb has been absolute trash the last week.
Oh my god, I tried playing it and it I did like a stop buy, right? Tapped my order and completely reversed immediately. I was like, I'm never doing that. Again.
It's yeah, man, it's a weird thing. I was actually just talking about that in front of everybody earlier when I first started talking, and I was like, that's all everybody's been talking about for the last like 3 months is it was an opening range breakout. Like you got some guys who are talking about like the 30-minute, very few. Like I saw one person talking about like a 5-minute opening range that they used. Most everybody else is talking in 15-minute opening range breakout. So I'm like, you got that many people talking about it, it's probably going to be pretty hard to play it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it gets popular, people are going to start playing against it.
Yeah, dude, everything is out there in the ethos now. There's like no secrets.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what are you going to do?
This is terrible.
It's pretty trash. And rejection off the VWAP. Dirty. What in the world? This is why I took the VWAP off my chart. Like I've got it up on this other one, but like on the one that I'm really charting with. That's why I can't stand having EMAs on my chart though, because there's always a play I wish I would have taken that I didn't play because there's an EMA in the way.
Hey, I get it. I like to take them off.
Yeah.
I'll take them off and then just to get like new perspectives and I kind of like
Absolutely.
different time frames.
Absolutely. Well, and look, and I've got this over here. Now, don't get me wrong. I've got a 1-minute Heikinashi chart with an 8, 13, 21. I've got a 200 1-minute up there. I've got a little thing that I paid for sitting over there on it because I feel bad not using something I paid for because I grew up broke. and like, but I never use it. Like that's the funny part. The funny part is like I don't look at it all day long, and at the end of the day, I look at it and go, "Oh yeah, cool. That would have been confirmation for the play that I already took." I mean, it's almost kind of pointless to be quite honest with you. It's fun to have up on the chart to look at because it's pretty, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, I need a pretty
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Freddie!
Good morning.
Good
How's everybody?
What is up, big dog?
Oh,
Ghost of Freddy passed. I have not
Right.
spoken to you in a long time.
Good morning.
Yeah,
maybe
Freddie's.
about $600.
What $600?
He said, "What's up?" I said, "Me about $600."
Oh heck yeah,
Hey.
dude!
Okay.
Watching us ES push-ups, yes sir.
I'm just enjoying the chop fest.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
I mean, there's nothing. Well, what do you do?
I suck at it. Even though I suck at it, I've been scalping a little bit.
Well, I can see, like, if you can set out, like, what you want to look at. I mean, 2
Problem
minute.
is, it's not even giving me a decent range to trade. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
Yeah.
an angled range that's.
it's weird. We did break that
You know-
low right there, even though even though it was going into this right here. This is pretty thick right here, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
love it.
the 2 minute with the Donchian channel.
Donchain, yeah,
It
Donchian,
worked.
donkey,
All right, donkey
the
channel.
donkey.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Handles.
JD, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute.
That's who was talking
brother.
to. He sounds
I
different.
know. I heard it. I haven't been in here either, so I can't say. But
Freddie takes commercial breaks like Mike does.
Enjoying this summer.
yes, I do. Well, if it's really choppy, then I just don't trade that day.
Yeah, Freddie
So,
sleeps in.
If I'm not here, I'm probably, man, I fell asleep yesterday when I missed that pump, but I still did all right yesterday. Nap and woke up, and I was like, damn it. Missed it.
Yes. Man, see, I was the complete opposite. After that dump, I just shut it down. I was like, I don't need any more of this.
I
what's the
wish I
fun
would have,
about-
to be honest with you.
When it started acting right, it started acting really right. But
Mhm.
I did have a limit. It missed my limit order by like 2 ticks.
Oh, that
So it
sucks.
went up. Yeah, but
It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. Some of them you don't get to play.
Like a bus stop. One every 15 minutes.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
you guys do.
Wait, say that again? You're chopping
Penny
in,
stocks
brother.
today? Did you do?
You chopped in about.
Did you do any penny?
Oh.
Penny stocks
God damn
today?
it.
Oh, we
My
looked
mic
at.
was off. My bad. Right?
Uh-huh.
Can y'all hear me? Oh,
GoPro and Krispy Kreme, man.
GoPro and Krispy
Crazy.
Kreme.
Yeah.
You know, I've been hearing a
Krispy
lot about
Kreme is
Carvana too.
D-Nut and an open door technology. There's several people buying the hell out of it that
Yeah, Open Door
they're
isn't.
saying it's
didn't
going to
the company
swing like
buy-
Carvana did.
I think the Open Door company
Yeah,
bought Carvana, right, or something like that.
Carvana?
I know. I feel they're comparing it to Carvana because Carvana went in the toilet, and then now it's like way up. And so they say an open door balance sheet, business model, and all that is very similar to Carvana.
That
And a
makes
lot of
sense.
these guys have done really well with swings are buying the hell out of open door.
Gotcha.
Open doors, I believe they started during COVID, and they started buying up distressed properties and flipping them as a corporation nationwide.
Oh.
And you may have heard their ads on TV. It's like, we'll pay you cash for your house right now.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have a
Um,
cash offer in 3 days, or we'll buy it from you ourselves.
See, because I was watching
yeah,
an
as
interview.
is.
I was watching an interview on Bloomberg
Go
where
ahead.
I think it was one of the execs from Open Door was talking about Carvana, was talking about investing in it, and yeah, I was learning about Carvana. You know, it was like trading at like $40 at one point. That was like the high. Now it's like a penny stock. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I believe in Carvana because out here in Philly, I see all these little like rental car spots where they like rent cars and they could sell them to you and deliver them and all this shit. It's like it doesn't feel like a proprietary technology or something that can't be replicated. So it's like I don't know if it's ever gonna bounce back. Like, what are they gonna do to make their company stand out?
JD,
Yo,
Carvana bounced from $6 to It is from $6. It is now $339.
What?
What the fuck? Wait, hold on.
Hold on, I gotta go look at this crap now. All right, pineapple's probably off the marks for now. It did technically get a breakout, I think. It's no bueno. GoPro's up at least 10% from either call out, either breakout. You got pretty close to your 15% if you had waited to get to pull back into the original. Krispy Kreme's still floating. We got the entry, and we don't.
Yeah.
And we don't have. We got the
I might
entry.
have the wrong stop.
We don't have any
Sorry.
stops on that right now. I mean, we haven't hit the stop. So, I'm gonna take pineapple off. I'm gonna go look at Carvana.
I think I might have the wrong one because the one the
and-
numbers I was talking about were different than this.
Holy crap! Yeah, it's sitting at $339.73
Open door
right now.
technology is now $2. Yeah. So a lot of the analysts that believe in Carvana are like talking about open door now, and so there are guys who bought Carvana at $6 are buying the hell out of open door right now.
Jeez.
And I don't know why, but Getty Images has been in the toilet. Their balance sheet looks like shit, but it's going up.
Yeah.
GETY.
To be fair though,
And
Go ahead.
Little stock image
Oh.
company on every Google picture.
Right. So
Yeah,
I was about to say.
Getty's been around forever. When they went public, but their stock was in the toilet, and
Right.
I bought 200 shares, and I've been selling covered calls on it. Now I got to get out of them because it's going up. But
buy back quick. Buy back
But,
quick.
yeah, I got to get out of it. But I just roll it forward.
So what I was going to say is to be fair on Carvana, it was still trading at like $122 last September. Like, so it might have come from $6, but it didn't come from $6 in the last like 3 months.
Yeah, that shot.
It was trading $25 in November of 2023.
I was saying a lot of the analysts,
that believed in
a lot of
Carvana.
buying
That's some success.
Carvana at $6 when everybody thought they were going out of business.
Mm-hmm. They're into open right now. Well, and if you're gonna start dollar cost averaging, and you can start holding money or start holding some of these shares like for a few years, man. Ooh, Nvidia, just make that pop right there.
Sell put.
Companies.
There it is. Holy moly!
If you want at least 100 shares, sell puts. Whoa! Damn, we just went.
Yeah.
ES just went. Boing.
Set it in queue.
Fantastic, guys. I got out of my long. I hate that.
No. That sucks.
That could have been a liquidity grab.
$50 gain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that wicked right off my zone though.
100%. Same with me. I had a perfect entry right back down here, and I missed it. And then when it was diddling around over here, I thought about taking an entry, and I just didn't do it. But that's fine because I didn't have my entry. I'm trying to be disciplined and not just chase crap. So,
So I was like, look, we got 7 minutes till open. Let me just get out of this in case it gets weird.
Yeah.
And of course, it did exactly what I thought I was going to do.
All right. So at this point, big pullback. I've already got marked right here. I would normally set a level right here, and I normally would have a level. We're getting absolutely rejected right here. I got a level and a trend line right there that that's kind of hitting its head on. So who knows what we do next? If this starts just kind of doing whatever it wants to, I'm gonna drop this trend level right here. A trend line right here.
Watch this bounce. Watch this bounce and open. Because everybody's thinking we flushed so hard yesterday and we're going up now, so they're thinking it's going up before it jumps again. But it's gonna fake it.
What ES is?
SPY, I haven't even looked at SPY. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, SPY. Yeah,
He's just
SPY
so
is at
much higher than me.
631. It's breaking through yesterday's high already in the pre-market. 633 looks like it's well within reach. We talked about hitting 633 just the other day. If we could hold 628, that was my big deal. Is if we come back and hit and bounce off of 628, I think we'll go back to 633. And then we demolished it yesterday, but then we retook it. So I was a little confused. I was a little unsure, but I definitely think 633 is on the market at this point. And if we can break and hold above 633.20, I think 635 is probably going to be
Yesterday,
there. Do what
don't
now?
forget about yesterday.
Well, that's what I was
Don't
talking
forget
about.
about
That's
yesterday's open.
oh yeah, the
It
big
was
dump.
way long. So be careful.
Yeah, it's pushing. It is pushing pretty early, pretty fast. So be interested to see. We're getting absolutely rejected right off of that level right there, man. What a short entry that would have been. But it's 4 minutes till market open, and I ain't playing nothing. Not unless we. There are a couple of conditions. There's a couple of plays that I've seen where I'm like, I'm taking that. I don't care what time it is. This is not one of them.
I don't
So.
want to take a long though. I kind of want to take a long. I really think it's gonna blast off their market open.
You know, I'm gonna get in long here at the 9.
Oh man, what do we do, guys? What do we do?
I'm in one contract. I can't lose too much on one contract. I'm just gonna do it.
You're just going to go in one mini?
Nah, one full contract.
Yeah, it's a mini. I got you.
Oh,
I'm
mini,
with
yeah.
you. Yeah. No, it always feels weird when you're saying mini. Always feels really weird saying mini, but
Yeah. I mean, I have a feeling it's gonna dump, but we'll see.
only one way to find out.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a really tight stop off. So.
I wonder what that was, though. There wasn't really any news. I looked through all
We got
the...
10 and 10:30 news
There's like
today.
Yeah, but it's like... It's
ton
mini.
of earnings.
Yeah, that's what I was looking through. I was
Yeah,
trying to look at
posted
the... we
go to my
pulled your
Discord.
Discord up.
Um,
I gave you props. I said we pulled your Discord up. I gave you props. Posting all that
nice.
stuff. Yeah.
Under news events, I think it's news. All the earnings today. I highlighted the ones I was.
Holy shyster, guys.
Come on, what are you doing?
I don't know. It looks very bearish to me.
Oh, existing home sales at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we already got a decent. If you took that long, you already got some.
It's already pushed back up a little bit.
Yeah, I think I might hold it because I'm so far
up.
in the money. I have
Yeah.
money plus stop.
Depending on where it goes, if it'll get back. I'm on a 2-minute chart. If it'll get down, but just cross under the 12. If it'll get to the 9, I'll get back in. It pushes below that. I'm seeing fair wick.
ES
2 minutes.
ES has broken and retested all-time highs. It's sitting up there, man.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been
Dang
scalping
it.
all morning.
The only thing I don't love is the fact that we kind of like rolled over to the east a little bit.
Phone volume gets mute. Something wrong with the phones.
Phone volume?
Do what?
I don't know. It's my phone volume.
ADS is holding 63.71. Oh,
There it is.
what you gonna do?
First 5-minute candle.
All right, pretty. This reminds me of yesterday.
Yeah, we've seen this movie before.
Reminds me of yesterday. About 6,000 shares that opened.
Jeez. Whoa.
Yeah, this looks like yesterday.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm glad I got out of that long.
I'm just waiting.
I'm in a short.
Slade.
Ah,
He's like, I'm just gonna go with it. Why not?
I took 200. Why not?
Exactly. There you go.
all right. We're at the 1 hour VWAP.
Right now?
Yeah, it just bounced off of it.
Jeez.
It wasn't a hard bounce though.
Oh, VWAP. VWAP was like
A little
oh.
bitty bounce.
I was like, wait a minute, I don't
1
have
hour
VWAP.
I don't know.
That's all right. Just give it a minute.
I'm not messing around, especially after yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was beautiful. And this, I've got yesterday and today side by side, and they look almost identical.
That's absolutely
On the 1 hour.
wild.
Ooh.
Look at that. It's the sequel.
No.
Ooh, yeah, that long did not
The sequel.
pan out.
Dump it.
Thank God.
Dumpage part 2.
Oh, that's what you get. That's why you get stop losses, right?
Yeah.
Y'all.
Oh yeah.
No.
Stop losses are good for you.
They are.
Look at
They
that.
ain't that long in the money though.
Freaking.
It hasn't been able to put under that VWAP yet. It keeps going back and kissing it. But,
I mean, even this right here could be people been putting in a high or low.
63, 65. I mean, we're still up a third of a point for the day, and now
Why is
it's
this?
above the 9 on the 1 hour now. I still don't trust it.
Absolutely ridiculous. I was looking at that top level going, whoosh. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it is. They're bouncing between VWAP and 9 on the 1 hour.
Good morning.
And
What do we have?
What's going on?
Hey, good morning.
Good Lord, that shit in the bed.
yes, it is.
Is this after the Japan tariff
I know,
announcement?
right?
I don't know. Actually, was there?
I heard about it. Yeah, there was. It
Yeah,
bounced
15.
on that early this morning.
Oh, it did. Okay, I figured people wouldn't like it. 15% across the board like that.
Mm.
I don't know, man.
It was actually a reduction in what they were paying. They were at 19, and that
Yeah.
was before all. So it was a 4% reduction. They've been
Jeez Louise.
paying for several years. The Japan market liked it.
Oh yeah.
Japan market
What the
went up.
Nikkei do?
Commercial break.
Yeah, I was watching.
It's a commercial break. Your audio.
I don't remember. Do what? I don't remember what the percentage was, but it went up pretty good. The Japan market, like, yeah, news. And it ended up pulling up the S&P a little bit too.
Look at that wick on that candle. Good
I
God.
know. I'm going like, okay, is this a push back up to the top side, or is that wick to go back and fill so that we can go back and fill the bottom side in? I'm thinking.
Well, I'm looking at 1 hour. 1 hour's a doji all day long.
Oh, wonderful.
Is that the S&P on your other
body
screen that's bouncing like that?
No, that's no. Here's ES
okay.
and NQ across. That was a 1 minute.
Okay.
That's my 1 minute Hikanashi. Hikanashi. QQQ over the top of its VWAP right now. But it hasn't gone back to retest it in a while. So let's see if it pulls back any. SPY is underneath its VWAP right now, though. And it's pushing down. And it looks like it's probably going to go back and retest something, maybe? I don't know. It's definitely...
Is it 21 below all that, or what?
I don't know. I don't have the 21 on SPY.
Yeah.
I don't have any EMAs on most of this. I've got
what time frame you want, Doc?
5.
What time frame? 5 minutes? 21?
Yeah.
ES or NQ?
Actually both.
Okay. 5 minute ES 21. $63.69. $63.70.
Okay.
NQ 23,244.75. 23,240. Copper is looking good.
Is it?
Yeah. It's the only thing that seems to be somewhat stable at the moment. Copper's up, silver's barely up, gold's down 0.75%, platinum's down 1.3%, gold's down 0.5%, dollar's at 97.6, crude is down a third of a point, Russell up 0.15, NQ is down 13 for the day, and ES is up 0.34.
Nice. We almost hit my take profit. Come on. Swing on down there, why don't you? That looks like it wants to keep pushing back up. That's not good.
It does. That doji is now... Yeah.
Look at ES, though. ES is right underneath that zone right there. Jeez. Well, yeah, we're basically kind of...
right under...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going up. It broke the 12 on the 1 hour.
If I'm looking at my major levels right here on NQ, we are basically just kind of diddling in the middle. Probably don't need to try to play off of this zone right here. But I did anyway. I'm still short. Oh, no, I'm not. It came to wick me out. So it is what it is. No big deal. It's pretty risky for 5 minutes or 10 minutes into it, less than 10 minutes into the market open anyway. But man, you turd though.
No.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, I was trying to keep the dog from barking at the door.
Oh. Even funnier. Mine have not started barking yet. There it goes.
Okay, come on. Come on, up here. Come on.
It's got to push that past that. I do have the 21 EMA on the 1 minute, and we have not pushed beyond it yet.
I'm trying to get. Sorry. Try not to hit the fan.
What? Come on.
I will want to keep that drinking.
Come on, then. Go hit that take profit. Why don't you? Why don't you? Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Short.
Yeah, I shorted it again. There we go.
In your practice.
Huh?
In your practice account.
No. No, not in my practice account this time. Thank you very much. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Those sellers are really trying to step in right here. They do not want it to take back over that level. SPY closed and opened back above VWAP and then pushed back down underneath it. QQQ is sitting right on top of its VWAP. It finally came back down and touched it. So we could get another push back up to the top side right here. Maybe it was just kind of waiting. But, man, SPY is absolutely respecting that zone that I pulled out. It's killing it. Look at there. Push back down. They go, hey, let's go wiki into the all-time highs and then see what how it kind of happens from there. So, looks like we're pretty stuck between some decent support and resistance levels right here. Possibly coming back down again. I mean, we still haven't even closed technically the first 15 minutes of market. So, at this point, who knows?
I just got a message from Top Step. They got new version. Refresh now.
Oh, good to know. Thank you very much. They didn't send me that. All right, slowing back down a little bit right here. Potential high or low on the chart. You know, we can't keep digging back down, but it looks like the sellers are probably in charge. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this recording so that I'm not having to render a 2-hour long video. But thanks for joining us in the pre-market and market open. See you next time.